Yo, it's AJ, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I made my track Too Nice. So, I got very few elements to this track. It's pretty simple. I'll start in the order of the way I came up with each element. So, if I come over here, I know I started with this melody right here. I'll just solo it in the mixer, right click, boom, come back here. This is what it sounds like. Yeah, super simple vibe. I got this sound from Omnisphere. I'll pull it up for you guys. I always love to share the sauce. I told you. I don't gatekeep nothing. Alright, so yeah, it's called Overlook Vibes Muted. All I did to this sound was in the mixer, I put a little compression on it. It's barely doing anything, but the peaks were a little too harsh for me. And I wanted it to sound a little softer, even though it does still sound a little harsh, like the attack is there, but it was a lot more before. And then I put an imager. If I play it with the imager so you guys can see, just shifting it left and right in the stereo field, opening it up a little bit. And then we got the famous ping pong delay. I have it on 1/4, put a little low pass on it. And yeah, you see it bouncing from left and right. It gave me exactly what I was trying to get. So yeah, after that, I know that I moved on to this sound right here. Double clicking that to get out of the highlight. Right click and drag to highlight this. And yeah, I'll go back to the mixer. Just left clicking that one so I can play both at the same time. Super simple, square kind of pluck. I got this sound from Element by Waves. Mind you, I would probably never use this plugin again in my life because it takes up the entire fucking CPU of the entire computer. Mind you, again, I have a MacBook M2 Pro with 16 gigabyte RAM, 1 terabyte of space, and this made my computer explode maybe like 4 or 5 times. So I would not use this again. And I could have bounced the audio, but I don't like doing that because I like to have full control all the way up until the final bounce. So yeah, anyways, I like that sound. Simple square wave. I added pretty much the same effects that I did to the main melody sound. I have a fab filter, just carving out the highs and lows, leaving just a mid for that kind of frequency because it was very harsh at first. And then the same thing, ping pong delay going left and right. And then for this, I actually put Valhalla on it just to give it like a huge open space kind of vibe. If I play it again, I'll just play it right here. And if I mute the main melody, you can hear I put like a pre-delay. I put like a 50 millisecond pre-delay on it just so that you can hear like the dry sound first before the reverb. So it's like gives it a little bit of space and then you feel it pretty much open up. Pause. But yeah, I just like the kind of space that it brought. What did I use? The concert hall preset? Pretty sure. Yeah, I used the concert hall, the 1980s color, which is one that I usually use most of the time. The 1980s, I like that one. But yeah, moving on to the next element I came up with. It wasn't this. This is like the B section of the verse part. The next thing I came up with was definitely the hi-hat with the clap. So if I play that all together, it'll sound like this. I'm going to actually solo it with just this part so you can hear everything pretty well. But yeah, I like to have in my trap beats, I get this from Turbo the Great from when I first started producing in 2018, I believe. Yeah, so I'm very meticulous with hi-hat placement especially in my trap beats, because that is what carries the energy of the beat. I'm a very drums oriented kind of person. I love drums. I love the way they make you feel, the way it really carries the energy of the beat, and hi-hats do that specifically, especially in trap music, modern day trap. 808 Mafia changed the world. But yeah, Turbo has very, very tight, meticulous hi-hat placement with, usually like a repeating kind of bounce. And yeah, I kind of emulated that in my own kind of way. If you listen to it, you pretty much hear the repetition bounce I was going for. You can open up in the piano roll. And the lower ones are in a separate pattern right here called extra hat. But yeah, after that, fairly simple. I came up with, what is it? The open hat. So right here, if I play with the open hat. So yeah, the open hat is what carries the sauce in this beat, because for the open hat, I went into the sound itself. So if I go to the channel rack up top, I'm clicking into the open hat right here. Once you have this open, I go to the envelope. Oh no, this is the wrong one. Hold up. Spaced open hat. Where is it? This one right here. So yeah, if I go to the envelope right here, I have the hold all the way up and every other thing down, so that when I'm in the piano roll, it only plays for the amount of time that you see the note. So if I were to extend this, it would play past that as well. But I wanted it to stop right at the first clap. You see, it stops right at the clap, and then this one longer. See, abrupt. That one plays out. So yeah. A lot of people do that with 808s and other instruments. You can literally do it on any sound, any one shot, whatever you want. But yeah, I love doing that kind of stuff. I'm very meticulous. I wanted it to cut off at the clap and then play through the next clap. Very tight sounding drums, which fit this beat perfectly. And then, what was the next thing I came up with? I like to add this little tink. I call it a tink. Let me solo it too. I have that on a bunch of my trap beats. I love that little I guess triangle or whatever. Very nice sound that I put in a lot of my beats. And then after that, I believe I added the 808. The kick. So if I play the kick with it, it adds some crazy sauce, because I have the kick playing at different times in the 808, giving it like a nice little bounce going. So I'll play it with the kick. Go to the zoom in right here. Hold up. Now we got the main idea of the whole beat going. So yeah, that was the main structure of the beat. After that, I remember I'm like, okay, now I need a B section or verse. So I added this little makeshift ARP I came up with. And it sounds just like this. Let me highlight it. Hold up. And then I'll solo it here. Got the low cut going. I got the 1/8 delay on this one. This is automated, so you're not gonna hear this now. It comes on later in the beat. And that's it. This already had some like auto panning effect within Omnisphere. So if I open it up, it's like a part of the synth. Yeah, I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere here. Or here. That it goes, it's like auto panned. which I loved it. Anything with panning, separation, I love that kind of stuff. So yeah, that already was built into the sound. All I did was clean it up a little bit, automated a delay later in the beat. And then, yeah, if I play that part, just the verse with everything, unsolo it. Now, after I had that B section, now I needed something to switch up, going from the first half of the verse to the second half of the verse, building up into the hook again. So I chose to go with something that carried more continuous energy, because if you hear the hi-hat that I added at first, it's more chopped up and more like it has pauses. So I needed something more continuous, so I made this different hi-hat pattern. I'm just going to play with the rest of the drums. So yeah, basically I just made it more continuous. Wherever there was pauses, I added more rolls, like over here and here, just to fill in the space and keep the energy flowing, as opposed to keeping it like chopped, as I did with the previous hi-hat pattern. And mind you, with this, with these 808s, I don't have each 808 pattern the same. I have a few switch ups that I added here and there, but I'll get to that afterwards. So yeah, after I made that, this carried the energy, and then yeah, I brought it back into the hook. But keep in mind, I bounced the main melody to audio, and then I reversed the ending, or the beginning I should say, and that is what I had for my intro and transitions throughout. So if you can see this whole track right here, I'll highlight it actually, like right here, boom, that all that I bounced, gives it more of a, like a, I guess like a riser effect. So if you hear it from the beginning, perfect. That gave me exactly what I wanted. So yeah, I bounced that, I dragged it, I put it wherever I needed in the beat. And then after that, the real sauce that carried the second half of this verse was the snare rolls that I had. So if I play with the snare, right here, if I play with the snare, and yeah, I'm gonna show you guys a trick. I bet a lot of people know this, but yeah, this is velocity down here. So this is like getting softer as you come down. Pause. Here as well. And then yeah, if you hit control over here and you go note pan, you see I have the panning going crazy. So like these two snares are in the left, so down is left, up is right, and you control them the same way. You would just control highlight or command highlight, command click and drag, and then hold option and drag down, or alt if you're on Windows, down or up. So yeah, I like to mess with panning. This only works with one shots or FL Studio native sounds. You can't do this with third-party plugins. And yeah, I do this all the time. I started doing this in like 2020, maybe 2019. I love messing with the panning of all my drums. I feel like more trap producers should be utilizing this. I really like it. It adds flavor. It adds ear candy. So yeah, that's what I did over here. And I'm just hitting control again and switching back to note velocity. So yeah, that's pretty much everything within the beat. Now we have the, I wouldn't say like borderline outro, the pre-outro. This beat has like a custom structure. I didn't really have anything in mind when coming up with it, but I wanted like a final beat switch up part. So if I come here, you'll hear the automation of the delay on the arpeggiator I made, and then it'll transition. Oh, actually I forgot the piano. Before that, yeah, I just added this simple piano. I'll play it. You got the whole beat, you know, with the low pass filter. That piano just added some extra sauce. So I'll play that part again. So this is the automation for the low pass filter. It's just the Pro Q3, same EQ I was using before, and I'm automating the cutoff, the low pass cutoff. So yeah, after that piano, super simple piano. I don't know where I got it. Let me see. Should be Omnisphere as well. Yeah, this is an Omnisphere beat. The ambient space piano. Super simple. Yeah, I don't think I added any effects on that. Just EQ. Yeah, just took out lows. That's pretty much it. But yeah, so moving on to the ending or pre-outro. It has this transition with the low pass filter coming in. Yeah, this is a sound I got from Hive. It's called BJN My Sphere. And I just like the way it sounded. It's kind of a reversed sound. I really liked it. It fit the beat well, fit the vibe, fit whatever I was going for. And I don't know if I added any effects on this. Let me see. Oh, I added hella effects on this. Alright, so I'll highlight this part and I'll show you guys. If I highlight from here, right here. So if I take off all the effects by hitting this little thing on the bottom, that's what it sounded like originally, which is crazy. So I sauced it up with the halftime on the 2x half, because if you open halftime, it starts you at 1 bar, not half. So I got the halftime going. I cut out the lows, make space for that big 808. Put an imager on it as well. You can hear it working, see it working. See? Just moving around. Got the stereo ping pong delay as well, same as the other two with the low pass filter. And then another Pro Q3. This is automating that low pass cutoff. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then if I play from here, and then for the outro, all I did was take the main melody and pitch it down an octave. See, for that ending, I got the high melody back in the mix, and I have the high melody bounce, that reverse part I was talking about before, and the lower octave melody bounce reversed and going into the ending, which kind of abruptly cuts off, which is exactly how I wanted the beat to end. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this beat. If you guys got any questions, you want to know how I did something, any shortcuts, any of these little automations I didn't really discuss, all this is Fruity Balance. Like, this is volume automation. I just wanted to, cut the 808 off earlier because it would like ring out. Same thing over here. If I zoom in, same exact thing. But yeah, if there's something you want to know that I didn't cover, you let me know. Reach out to me. I'll be happy to make a whole video on it. I love sharing the sauce. You know how I do. And that's my track, Too Nice. It was originally called Will I, because when I made it, I titled it Will I, because like, will I finish it? I did. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll drop a link to the track on my SoundCloud for you guys to listen. Thanks for watching. Peace.